Enjoy.
Thanks. Have a good day. All right, let's go, girls.
So why did you start this business?
Well, this business was an idea that my wife and I had after I had been working with food for off and on for 20 years, and I decided I worked managing a restaurant. I'd worked running a catering company, managing a catering company, and I really wanted to have a very simple food business. It didn't have to have any employees. We wanted to make organic food, so we wanted it to have very low food costs if we decided to bump up to organic quality ingredients. We wanted it to be a business that could be somewhat automated, so we didn't have to have any staff to start except for ourselves. And we wanted a food that was really, really better served hot and fresh rather than something that we cooked somewhere else and just brought out and sold to people.
Right.
And so when we took all those ideas together, the place that it kind of connected was either French fries or donuts. And French fries are fun, but not very interesting, not too much room for kind of interpretation. So donuts was a lot more fun. It gave us a lot of room to experiment with our own recipe and bring a food out that, if you bring somebody a hot donut, it's pretty hard to say no.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you mean when you say organic donuts?
So we're not getting to 100% organic ingredient donuts. Organic just refers to the fact that the food is grown without outside chemical input. So They don't use synthetic fertilizers, they don't use any pesticides. For a lot of people, organic is a shorthand for saying simple, unadulterated ingredients, no genetically modified foods, probably a little bit better tasting. And so every ingredient that we can get in appropriate quantities that's not more than 10 times more expensive, we'll buy the organic version. At this point, our ingredient list can be 100% organic with the exception of the oil we cook the donut in.
Right.
And the oil that we use is a completely unhydrogenated, nice, simple, light soybean oil.
Okay. And you mentioned that you and your wife had done this, so I'm assuming it's a family business, and I was wondering...
It is. My stepson Finn works the business. My daughter Lil has helped at the business, and our newest a couple of our newest employees are brother-in-law, sister-in-law, people that are connected.
And just wondering then, how has it brought your family closer?
Well, we get a chance to spend a lot more time together because a lot of parts of the work of a business like this, a small venture, are actually done at home. They're done going to the grocery store. They're done, taking a trip to scout a new location. Those are all things that you can do together as a family. For some events, we'll actually go away as a family. We go and do the Floyd Fest Music Festival every year.
Yeah.
And so we'll all go and camp out and spend 4 days, 5 days, enjoying the festival and running the business at the same time.
Okay. And how does your business help the environment and the community?
One little business like this is not going to make a transformative difference in the way people think about their food, the way they think about the kind of products that they buy or anything. But, to whatever extent you can try to get to closer to an ideal, the fact that we eliminate as much of our waste as possible and reuse our oil and turn it into biodiesel, the way in which we use recyclable and compostable service products whenever we can and make the effort to actually put them into the recycling stream or put them into a compost stream. It's just basically, I guess the vision is to try to set a bit of an example.
Right.
It's simpler in some ways for a very small scale business like ours to do a better job with those sorts of things. Once you get to be General Electric, it becomes very costly and very difficult because your systems aren't designed from the ground up to be environmentally conscious or environmentally friendly or to think about the large scale impact.
Also, just wondering, you mentioned a couple of times that you turn the biodiesel fuel. I was wondering if
we take the waste oil, waste fryer oil, and we make sure that all the waste oil that we generate, we can cook in the oil for a certain number of hours, and then it starts to smoke, to get a little bit hot, to not perform as well. At that point, we'll drain that out and set it to the side. That'll either get donated to somebody doing a biodiesel project, or given to somebody who has a modified grease car, a car that's designed to run on waste oil, a diesel has special tanks modified for that. So at this point, we've never wasted a drop of our oil. We've never had to throw any away. One day, when I'm a donut thousandaire and we have a little bit more money, I'd love to get a diesel truck for the business and make our own biodiesels or make our own grease car conversion and use our own donut oil for fuel to pull the trailer around. To me, that would be closing a cycle of reuse. It would be fun because wherever we drove, it would smell a little bit like donuts.
Okay.